Welcome, my name is Matt, aka Road88. We are getting into Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, Grand Arena Round 2 Attack Phase. And in the setup, I just about almost crapped myself. But, let's be fair. The point of Grand Arena is to be pushing up objectively tougher and tougher against tougher and tougher opponents. I beat my first opponent, no problem. Of course I was going to be paired up with someone a little bit more to my caliber. That's the point, and that's the measurement of Grand Arena. So, it doesn't look like my opponent has played off anything at all. Let's see what... Well, there's that Captain Piet I was wondering about, along with a bunch of others. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous about that squad. Because he's also got Darth Vader, Palpatine, he's got a whole line of Inquisitors. Let me see what I can do here. Because I'm actually showing up late to this attack phase. He has yet to make an attack on me. Not that I want to provoke anything. But, where are my Inquisitors? They are a little bit stronger than his. He's got, was it third brother or fifth brother? Third brother. Positioned. Hold on. Yeah, he's got fifth brother in the lead. He's got a little bit of modding on his. There's not much relic amplify on. Really, he hasn't even tiered him up yet. The off chance that there's even a chance. I'll have to see. But I'm not going to go with my fifth brother in the front line. I'm not going to do that. So he's a tank. The problem is, I'm already committed into this. I need to get mods on them, damn it. That's the problem on my part. I need to get mods on a couple of them, jeez. Now that is one neglectful thing on my part. Yep. Okay. So just because I am relic amplified up a little bit more than him, he does at least have mods on his, and that can be a backfire against me. So, I'm going to put speed and health on fifth brother. Those are the mod recommendations. But, since we're already locked into the Grand Arena, it may not even transfer over into that. That is one thing I have to bear in mind. This is actually the first time I've attempted this. Well, there's another little problem there. Now, I could go to the store and purchase them. They're worth 80 crystals, but it's not going to give me enough to be able to level up each and every single one of those mods. That's the problem. So it's almost not even worth the crystals for me at this point. I just need to measure them up later. Second Sister is recommended offense and critical chance. So I'm gonna go see if I can farm some. No, not there. See if I can't farm some offense. Since I'm a little short. Fine, go all out. This is the act of panic. I'm just kidding. Really, to be honest, with that Southern Territory, I really almost do not see myself busting through that, even with my Darth Vader. Because of who all else he has lined up, as well as how they're lined up, I don't have enough to counter the setup he has. So really, if nothing else, my alternative decision is to just go ahead and make use of my Darth Vader in that Northern Territory, because from there I can at least make it over to his fleet. That also gives me some points I can actually take home with me, you know. Whether he steps in before attack phase ends today and just annihilates my defense side is another question, of course. And very possible. I cannot rule it. It would be stupid of me not to rule that out. But since about over half the day's worth of the 24 hours that we have attack phase, he hasn't even made a move yet. That's actually something if I was smart, I'd take advantage of. So, Ninth Sister. They are recommending SWGOH.GG is recommending all health for him primarily. Nothing in secondary terms. He is a tank. Ninth Sister is a tank. I vaguely remember this person in the game. I didn't stick with the game very long, and I need to get back to it. What was it? The old Jedi Order or something like that. I'm trying to remember what it was called. But so they're suggesting all health. This basically just makes him a very supportive tank, if anything. Or a kind of a healthy tank. Like if there's a medic in the squad, he's likely to defend that healer with this. So we're just really amplifying his tank aspect is what we've done. And eighth brother, critical damage, critical chance. He is an attacker, so critical damage, critical chance. We're basically amplifying his attacker's ability and giving him like a tank punch, if anything. We're basically gonna let the enemies feel the attacker just punch him like a tank kind of situation. Alright. I think I've done about the best I can. Now let's see if it actually transfers over. Because we might already be locked in. And I'm pretty certain that is the case, because think about it, you cannot change your defense while in attack phase. That just doesn't happen. And if I were to guess, the offense might be the same story. But let's find out. Let's find out. Yeah, see, they're not letting me come in with my mods I just added on. So, like I said, he may be a lower relic amplified tiering on me, against me. And while I wouldn't use Fifth Brother as lead, I would go with, what is it, Second Sister? Seventh Sister. I would go with Seventh Sister as lead, since she is a support. Knowing what is in the Southern Territory, and I honestly, I have to be honest, I don't feel much confidence. But his Inquisitors have mods, whereas mine, I'm a little too late with my, I'm a little tardy to the party with my mods. So, and that's my own damn fault. And like I mentioned, it's like playing chess. You can spot when you made a mistake. Here it is. I made a mistake. But it's a lesson to be learned. That's the beauty of failure. That's a beauty of loss. A beauty of defeat. Is that just because it's a loss, just because it's a defeat. Yeah, okay, I'm not going to get the points. I'm not going to get a rank up. But I didn't come out with nothing. I came out with a lesson learned for the next Grand Arena. And I've got those mods applied, and they will be there in the next Grand Arena battle. They will be there. So I'm going to go ahead and make use of my Darth Vader. I will make use of my Seventh Sister. I'll throw Asajj in. And Palpatine, I believe I got him modded. Yes. And his mods are leveled up, rarityed up. I cannot depend on my other Inquisitors, not fully. Although, since everyone else does have mods, I suppose I could still make use of my Fifth Brother. So, now I don't have any Datacrons. I mean, I do have Datacrons, but I'm still building on them. Now, I'm still trying to make sense of them. Because that was a feature that did not exist 5 years ago. I want to come in here and see how this plays out. And it's possible I could have still stood a chance against that Imperial squad in the southern area. I just honestly lacked confidence in it. And I knew my best chance was with these Inquisitors. I just needed characters with mods and muscle. So, because otherwise I would have gotten into a fight and they would have deflected me the whole way through because of those mods. So there's some points right there. I mean, if I really wanted to give it a shot, I could try. But I risk losing points for failure. I might be able to throw in some Jedis. Maybe an R2. Let's switch this out. This is no real guarantee, to be fair. Okay, shot T is not going to follow, damn it. And that's the thing, I kind of need characters who are going to fully follow each other. Alright, well, I may have to compensate a little, but there's no guarantee for this battle here. Admiral Akbar can make a good support character. I just don't know if I've got him built up strong enough to do this. But even if I can't destroy the whole squad, I might get lucky to be able to pick some people off. Now that can get me points. And if I can pick off that Admiral Piet, that'd be nice. Yeah, see, this is partly what I was afraid of. And even with my Darth Vader, my Darth Vader might have been strong, but not by himself. I mean, let's be realistic. The whole squad. I'll submit that I'm not a coward. I don't run from a fight. At least that's not what I was how I was trained in boot camp and academy. I don't have it in me. Alright, so let me take another look at my selection here. Honestly, I think I prefer Admiral Akbar over we'll see how this plays out. Now, I lost a little bit in that wasting time with that Southern Territory. I didn't know what the offsets were, and I probably should have never paid attention to the Admiral Piet. I should have probably, or the Darth Vader. I probably should have kind of picked at the weaker ones. And that's a mistake on my part. Again, chess mentality. I mean, chess games, you can find yourself making some pretty ballsy moves. Because sometimes those gutsy moves, those gut moves, pay off. But again, when you talk about gut moves, you're also going off of a theory. You're going off of a hunch. You're going off of a guess. There's no definitiveness until you get the result. Until you've seen how it plays out. And that's usually the key feature. Get off that houndstooth. Because he might actually be kind of sucking the life out of me. Ah, great. Go away, Bubba. Nobody likes you. Well, alright. Submit. Well, I got some points to take home with me. And it was off of one territory. Didn't look pretty. But my opponent, unless he's inactive or it's just waiting until later today, maybe the last second, and you gotta love those kinds of players, the ones that'll swoop in the last second, like, geez, get you feeling all confident and good about yourself. Next thing you know, you're watching the countdown, thinking you got this, just within the last minute before the changeover over the setup phase. All of a sudden, nope, they swooped in and got you. I mean, do not be surprised if that's a scenario that happens to you, because it has happened to me. And you gotta love that. It's frustrating, but you gotta love it. Like, nice. let my ego get the better of me. Anyways, that is Grand Arena event round 2, attack phase. I'll find out later where I stand with this. If he does not step in, if he does not attack at all, then cool. That means I go to win 2. And if Etris is active, which Millennius won his last one. He won his last attack against whoever he was against. Everyone else either did not participate or didn't even attack. So I'm actually going up against someone who did participate, even just a little. I have to hope that my defense is where I need it to be. If not, then I'm going to find out. I'll find out. If I defeat Millennius, and if Etris is still active and wins his battle against whoever one of these 0 wins ours, which is not conventional, they should have him paired up with someone who also won one, which means there was a blind date where no one showed up. And his blind date, clearly he showed up. No. And that could be the case for all 3 of us, actually, the top 3 of us, where we showed up to the blind date and the other didn't. There is that possibility. But obviously one couple, one blind date, no one showed up. So, alright, well, if by chance what I did allows me to surpass Millennius, then I'll probably be going up against Etris. And it probably wouldn't hurt for me to take a look to see what he's got. Even though this isn't setup phase, I mean, the odds, there is a chance that I could be going up against him. But at the same time, if Millennius defeats me, then it could be Millennius and Etris that go at it with each other, and I'll be paired up with someone who doesn't even show up to their blind date. I mean, I guess I'll find out, right? In Central Time Zone, where I'm at, that's about 4 or 5 o'clock for me when that time change is over. So, I'll find out then. Subscribe to the channel, like the videos, comments, questions, suggestions down below. That was Grand Arena event for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Thank you for following. Good luck in your Grand Arena, and may the Force be with us all.